SERAP. They don't gather mind. Finally, they don't sue President Tinubu to court. He don't say when this court, not the hungry. I don't think I President Tinubu go court. He don't the hungry there sees. Now, they have finally sued President Tinubu to court. What's it happen? There's a body called Nigerian Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative. They are shot down to the check whether it is loss for the country or not. They investigate financial issues in the country and they bring out the news. In 2021, they made a report that they have investigated NNPC and NPDC and they have found out that many money is missing. You know the way during good Lord Jonathan tenure, they come out, Sanusi come and say $20 billion. NNPC not going to remit to federal government. It's the same issue now. So in 2021, NAIT came out and said, some money are missing in the country. NNPC and NPDC are not accounting for this money. $50 billion and 200 billion naira. The money that money for subsidy, money where NNPC takes a crude oil, money where they say they want to repair refinery 200 billion, pipeline transportation money. All those money were not accounted for. President Buhari not really probed the matter. Now President Tinubu don't come. SERAP said President Tinubu has to probe the matter and find out where that money went to. Failure for President Tinubu to do that, they are going to sue President Tinubu to court. President Tinubu no answer them. All of a sudden, SERAP has sued President Tinubu to court. Let me show you news. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has filed a lawsuit against President Bola Tinubu over the government's failure to probe allegations of some missing funds. The organization lamented the administration's failure to probe the grim allegations that over $15 billion oil revenues and 200 billion naira budgeted to repair the refineries in Nigeria are missing and unaccounted for between 2020 and 2021. The allegations are contained in the 2021 report by the Nigerian Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, NEITI. In the suit number FHC LCS 2334-2023, filed last Friday at the Federal High Court in Lagos, SERAP is seeking an order of mandamus to direct and compel President Tinubu to probe the allegations that $15 billion of oil revenue and 200 billion naira budgeted to repair and maintain the refineries in Nigeria are missing and unaccounted for. SERAP is also seeking an order of mandamus to compel President Tinubu to direct appropriate anti-corruption agencies to probe allegations of corruption involving the Nigerian Petroleum Development Company Limited, Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, NPDC, and state-owned enterprise, SOE. SERAP is also seeking an order of mandamus to compel President Tinubu to use any recovered proceeds of corruption to enhance the well-being of Nigerians. It's argued in the suit there is a legitimate public interest in ensuring justice and accountability for these serious allegations. Granting the relief sought would end the impunity of perpetrators and ensure justice for victims of corruption. The allegations of corruption documented by NEITI undermine economic development of the country, trap the majority of Nigerians in poverty, and deprive them of opportunities. The suit filed on behalf of SERAP by its lawyers, Kolawole Oluwadari, Andrew Nwakwo, and Ms. Valentina Adegoke read in part, the Tinubu government has a constitutional duty to ensure transparency and accountability in the spending of the country's oil wealth. It also read, according to the 2021 report by NEITI, government agencies including the Nigerian Petroleum Development Company, NNPC, and the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, NPDC, failed to remit $13.591 million and $8.251 billion to the public treasury. The NNPC and NPDC failed to remit over 70% of these public funds. NEITI wants both the NNPC and the NPDC to be investigated for the missing public funds to be fully recovered. The report also shows that in 2021, the state-owned enterprise SOE and its subsidiary, the NNPC Group, reportedly spent $6.931 billion on behalf of the federal government, but without appropriation by the National Assembly. The money may be missing. The NNPC also reportedly obtained a loan of $3 billion in 2012, purportedly to settle subsidy payments due to petroleum product marketers, but there is no disclosure of the details of the loan, subsidy, and the beneficiaries of the payment. The report also shows that 9.73 billion naira was paid to the NNPC as pipeline transportation revenue earned from joint venture operations, but the money was neither remitted to the Federation nor properly accounted for. The NPDC in 2021 also failed to remit $7.61 million realized from the sale of crude oil. The report documents that about 200 billion naira was spent on refineries rehabilitation between 2020 and 2021, but none of the refineries was operational in 2021 despite the spending. NIT wants the spending to be investigated as the money may be missing. Joining the suit as respondent is Mr. Lateef Fagbemi, SAN, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice. No date has been fixed for the hearing of the suit.
You see, I don't know whether I get what is SERAP actually. They gain from all these unrealistic cases where they fight, but I get something where they back where they gain. You understand? Because I have noticed that SERAP fights good fights, but they also fight very unrealistic fights. Fights where they know say they no go fit win. Now you go get up, say you they carry go court. How you want to win this case? Now let's not make no mistakes about it. I'm not supporting the government. Is the government supposed to approve that money? Yes. Is it right that they are not answering the money? No. But can SERAP take them to court and force them to approve that money? No. It's not realistic. You can't win the issue. Because how can we just all this plenty money with a loss inside this small country with it? Nigeria don't try itself. Nigeria try when the country still stand. You get money with the yes, it don't loss, eh? Not be joking money. But you see, you cannot compel President Tinubu to come and go and fight that case by all means. First and foremost, the money not lost for a government. That night they will say loss. This issue did not happen in this government. Native passed these findings in 2021, as at the time President Muhammadu Buhari was the president of the country. So case when Muhammadu Buhari not fight, Tinubu new administration don't come and get your own budget and your own plan for life. You can't leave the administration go dey fight case wey pass for last administration. You can't force him to do that. If he decides to do it, he can. But if he does not decide to do it, you cannot force him to do that. So going to court is pointless. But wait, sef, how Nigerians take survive this thing? Money wey dey 200 billion wey dey expected to fix refinery, till today refinery no work, 200 billion loss. Money wey dey take sell crude oil, some of them they lost, we know they are not accounted for. Pipeline transportation revenue, some of them are not accounted for, not related. Different money we know they lost left, right, and center, and we are watching. Money wey they borrow $3 billion, say they want to pay subsidy till today, is not accounted for. And later we say we don't have enough dollars in the country. That's why Naira is falling. Why will it not fall? When all this plenty money, some people don't pocket up for back here and they can't take it to the bank, which means that they hide probability they hide that for one house. But it is well. God is going to help the country in the long run. The people who they queue, when they wait for their thief, plenty pass the ones who don't thief. No one, I'm not with the city where they go. And they never go face date for this court issue. SERAP don't sue people tired. We don't know any of the cases they go. Today they'll sue this person. Tomorrow they'll sue this one. We know they know how the cases they go. I mean that they pay SERAP to they sue people for cases where they don't go win. No, SERAP don't sue President Tinubu. If the case is to go court, I'll go tell now.